Hello, my beautiful friends. Heading down to Disney Springs from the airport area where I work. Heading down to Disney Springs, I am taking the back roads because I-4 is, well, I-4. If you've ever been to Orlando before, you know what a disaster I-4 can be, especially at rush hour. So today, we're just taking International Drive to get there. Got off at Universal, and forgive the wobbly camera. You are currently hanging from my rearview mirror. But I thought I'd show you this this area of iDrive. It's just past SeaWorld, heading towards Disney. A lot of people don't know any of this stuff is here. iDrive from means the convention center down to Universal is. But this area back here is sort of the up-and-coming area. They haven't completely destroyed it yet. They're kind of working on it. They're putting a lot of hotels and timeshare type things up here, but there's because there's still so much land that they haven't completely destroyed yet, they're getting a lot more traffic here than they used to. And the best thing to do when you have a lot more traffic building up, of course, is to put up as many orange barrels as you possibly can. Up here you have a Golden Corral, so you know the area is in good shape. Got a $1, $2, $3 Corral, a generic gift store. The chocolate over here, it's the chocolate something rather. The Escape Game, an IGA, and a CC's Pizza. So, oh, and there's an IHOP too, so. The best of all worlds. It's not a bad area back here. In fact, I actually like it back here. I just wish that everyone in the world hadn't discovered it recently, that some of us would use when we had to get around Orlando and didn't want to deal with the crap that is I-4. As I mentioned, heading down to Disney Springs right now to meet up with a couple of friends to film a vlog or two. I got one in the can right now, and I got an idea for 2 other ones that I might pop in there tonight. It's hard to keep up with content, and I'm trying to publish about once a week at this point. Whoop. Too. Being June in Orlando every day, usually about 2 o'clock or so, the storm clouds start rolling in, and the apocalypse breaks out between 4 and 5. So far, it hasn't rained anywhere where I've been today. I'm kind of hoping it holds out. I've done Disney Springs in the rain before. If you watch any of my videos, you may have already seen it. And a rainy Disney Springs is not a pleasant Disney Springs. Some very cool looking timeshare hotels over here. Got the Blue Green Vacation ones over here too. And those are the cameras bobbing around quite a bit. The road's a little wobbly. We're into Japanese food, or at least sort of Japanese food. Here's the I'm not going home. I'm going to where you're supposed to be going. Good old Daryl Carter Road. Can't type. I'm driving right now, John. The good driving comes in waves. Obviously, so does the poor driving. Let's make this view just a little bit more interesting and make it right here on the Vineland. You too, John. I am looking forward to it, sir. Figure out a game plan of what you want to do while you're in town. We've already We've already told us what you want to do. That will be done. So Vineland is, yes, the Dapper does come in waves, Paul. Vineland is kind of blowing up too. It actually takes you around back to where the the outlet shops are, which is right over here. Again, if you've been to Orlando, you've probably seen the outlet shops off to the side of the highway. Do you enjoy being insulted by your waitstaff? I understand the food isn't so bad. I can get plenty of abuse at other places. I don't need to pay for it. So the whole plan here was to keep moving a little bit faster so the video will be at that, but hey, we're moving again now. So like I said, Dick's Last Resort over there. Up in front of me is a guy who apparently is in a big hurry. Over here, the retail shops, the outlet mall. Ridiculously busy outlet mall, by the way. You see on the other side of these bushes. And of course, the apocalypse breaking out in front of us. I'm gonna try getting over into this lane, see if I can get around the too large of a vehicle for us to properly drive crew. Huge church. I don't know anyone that's ever been in there. And then over there, across the highway, is the Crossroads area. Give you an idea. Again, if you've been to Orlando, you probably know the Crossroads area across from Disney World. I see a lot of rain coming down from those clouds up there. I thought it was over Disney World, but apparently it's closer to 192 area of Kissimmee. Probably stretches out to the Marriott World Center. I am hoping that it avoids us. What's up, Mark? This driving vlog is inspired by you, my friend. Over here's the Marriott World Center. The Marriott Village. When I was coming to town, when I was with the trade show industry, I used to stay there all the time. It's very close to Disney, still convenient to the convention center, kind of out of the way, some nice hotels. Trying to keep the camera still and still drive without, you know, killing myself or somebody else. Bear with me here. I'm sure you are, John. For those of you at home, John said he's going to inspire some, then there's some obscene marks in say, because there might be kids watching this thing. Who am I kidding? It says here that I have a very bad connection. It's probably because I'm driving. 3 people watching right now. Not bad for a live video in the middle of the rush hour. Thank you all for stopping by and wishing well and all that stuff. Open to interpretation. Yes, John. Interpretation is truly what makes this world so good. Have I mentioned how much I hate the traffic in this area? It's true. I'm not just saying that. On here, John Mark Taylor. John is from Texas, and we met also online when he was live vlogging a meet and greet for one Mr. Adam the Woo. You may have seen it. He is the one that Adam to say the Dapper comes in waves. which was kind of awesome for me. Get out there, and it's sort of become a thing since then. And I'm a big fan of running jokes. John, for your question, would a little late lunch and dinner at Disney Springs work for everyone? I'm sure that it would, assuming it's on a weekend. I know weekdays are work days. But yeah, Saturday or Sunday, definitely. I will extricate myself from other commitments. I'm sure a few others will too. I don't expect this to be one of my more well-watched vlogs. This is actually just me trying to see what the YouTube live broadcast is all about. Do that, John. Definitely hit me up. Let me know days, times, all that kind of stuff, and if there's an invite list you need me to put together, or you have an invite list and you need me to invite them, or you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Buc-ee's. John going to Buc-ee's tomorrow. Buc-ee's is an awesome, I think it technically qualifies as a gas station, but that's really doing it a disservice by calling it that. It's also a retail outlet, a grocery store, its own entertainment venue in its own right. Another Golden Corral. Great neighborhood in Orlando when you reach the Golden Corrals. Gonna let this person go because honestly they're sticking their nose out and I was gonna hit them anyway, so I might as well just let them go and look like a hero. Those of you who have stuck this long, I appreciate it, and you're about to see Disney sort of the money shot, I suppose. I understand Mr. Greg George, Adventures by George, is already there, so we'll meet up with him there. Landry's Seafood, that's been there forever. I used to go there as a kid, not a little kid, high school kid, junior high kid, but I'm still 38. Doesn't feel like it's been that long. Thanks for reminding me how old I am too, guys. You guys are cruel. Yeah, you notice that we've been stuck in this same area for a little while now. This area tends to get pretty temperamental with the traffic. Well, looks, I can't remember if there's actually a traffic light here or not. This might just be a turn right type thing without a traffic light, which would explain why it's so ridiculously busy all the time. There isn't a traffic light here, there should be. But because it's also a highway entrance slash exit, I'm kind of thinking that there isn't one. You know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to spin the camera and try to, yep, there we go. The camera was starting to slide a little bit on the tripod. Whoop. Whoa, now it's really spinning. That's not good, is it? Yeah, look at the edge of the storm there. That's kind of crazy. Speed up a little bit because there's traffic coming at me. And right up here, Disney property. This is looking. I really don't want to be caught in the rain again. It took me about 3 days to get my shoes to dry out last time. Kia Optima in front of us. A little personal note. Kind of a fan of the Kia Optima. So for those of you your Uncle Exploring Ryan, a little bit of a gift for his birthday coming up in October. There's a Waffle House over there, complete with Kid Rock fans. It's not fair to the Waffle House. Ooh, look over here. It's Kid from Kid in Play, sitting in that blue car over there. I'm sorry, that wasn't nice either. Well, at some point we'll get over there. You can see right over here this wrecked car. Looks like somebody gave him a little love tap from behind. There are a ton of wrecks right here. Hey, look, they turned that little photo booth into a psychic shop. The money disappear. Welcome to Disney. So if you haven't been to Orlando or Disney World before, right up here is, I think this is the only exit over here that isn't coming off of the freeway. Well, the only, let me rephrase that. It's the only main entrance. There's a couple of back entrances. Might be a good vlog to do at some point. The employee entrances to the Walt Disney World Resort. I'm not really sure we're supposed to be back there, and I don't feel like getting the mouse ticked off at me, so we might not do that, unless I just happen to be going through there anyways, in which case I might throw a vlog up there. But right over here, that's why Mickey Mouse is there, in case you were curious. I know everyone thinks that Mickey Mouse is everywhere in Orlando, but that's not true. He's not in Universal Studios. Ooh, Space Tourist, looks like a bus. That was a terrible joke. I'd like to apologize to everybody. If you'd like to unsubscribe, I totally understand. To go roughly, I guess, 4 miles. John, definitely start your own channel. Been telling you that for a while, bro. I would watch it. So you got your first subscriber already. All right, here we go, Disney property. Big moment, so exciting. Disney property. And we are officially on Disney property. You can tell because the traffic is a little bit more well-behaved. The trees are in better shape. The grass is in better shape. It's just a little bit more well-maintained. No psychic shops here. Some very expensive hotels on either side. Are they official Disney hotels? No. They are the Good Neighbor hotels. Or something like that. That might be the Anaheim version. But it's on Disney property, but they are not officially Disney licensed hotels. I'm not sure if they get in earlier like Disney properties do, but very nice, very expensive hotels nonetheless. Less theming, of course. Right here we have some woman putting things out. There's the Wyndham. Over there's the Hilton. Hilton's been there forever, but I know it's been upgraded recently. And right up here is Disney Springs. If you haven't been to Disney Springs in the last several years, it looks completely different. It's what used to be downtown Disney. Disney Marketplace. Used to be all outdoor parking. It has definitely grown up quite a bit. There's a couple new parking garages that are state-of-the-art, top of the line, which makes parking down here much easier because there was just not enough parking before. A lot more theming than there used to be. You can see one of the big garages looming in the distance. I believe that's the Orange Garage, which you're going now. Go ahead. You know what? Nope, I take it back. That's the Lime Garage. We're gonna go to the Orange Garage. which is close to the Disney Quest, which is part of where we're going today. The Lime Garage is where I usually end up parking. Right over there. Right over there. And I usually park there because it's closer to the original downtown Disney area, not the newer stuff. And I actually like the older area better. I think it's got more of a charm. Honestly, there's more things for me to do there. The new area, a lot more shopping oriented, and if I'm being honest, it skews more up. Two things that I probably don't qualify as. Orange Garage up here. Cool looking gas station across the street. Neo Retro. Still saying I have a very bad connection. But I got 2 thumbs up, so that's something. As soon as we pull in, we're probably going to cut this video. I filmed today. It's kind of hard to do both on the same phone at the same time. By the way, Typhoon Lagoon is up here as well. And if you head down here just a little further than that, there's a road that'll take you to Epcot and the Magic Kingdom. What most people think is Disney World, if they haven't been here before. Here's the bus depot. You get on and off the bus if you are a resort guest. So, making our turn here, heading to the Orange Garage. Whoop. That's the valet parking over there, which again we don't count as. We are very much self-service in my car. In we head. That is probably not proper grammar. You notice these blue lights. Those are for emergency phones, I believe. The green numbers hanging from the ceilings up ahead tell you how many parking spots there are in any given level. We're going to head on up to level 2. I feel like the walkway. Although now that I think about it, I don't know if I need the walkway at this garage like I do at the Lime Garage. So I take it back. I am just going to go ahead and park right here. And end this vlog as it stands. Thanks for joining me, guys.